much, Mr. Williams, and a pleasant good afternoon to all listening to this broadcast via whatever means. We have just heard the CN announce that we are in community spread, and so I would like you to take my presentation in that context, that we are in community spread, and you should treat everyone as a possible positive case. But I would like to first begin by thanking those citizens, residents, so far for their cooperation during this period of restricted movement at night. We see persons making a concerted effort to get off the streets by 11 p.m. and bars are closing well before that 11 p.m. hour to allow their staff and other patrons to get home on time. The nightly restrictions of movement will remain in place until June 8th, unless extended. We urge your continued cooperation. Having said that, though, I must mention those persons who weren't as cooperative as we would have liked. There were a few establishments over the weekend whereby the police had to force close them long before the 10 p.m. recommended time, because these bars were in violation of the COVID-19 protocols, particularly the protocols with respect to social, physical distancing and sanitization. They were overcrowded, in other words, and so they were forced to close. The operators of these bars, they were issued with tickets, so these tickets carry a fine of $500, and they were issued these tickets for failing to observe or adhere to the protocols at the establishment. 6 persons were arrested, 4 on St. Kitts and 2 on Nevis, from the curfew. And additionally, 20 tickets were issued to persons for failing to wear their mask in public. Each ticket carry a fine of $100. We continue to seek the cooperation of the operators of and the users of public service vehicles. The current restriction on the number of passengers these vehicles can carry was to reduce the risk of transmission of the virus and to limit the number of persons exposed should there be a positive case on board. We also ask that the operators of private mass transport vehicles such as churches and businesses to likewise reduce your load to half of your capacity. Again, this is a public health measure intended to control and prevent the spread of the virus, but it's only for a limited time until June 8th, of course, unless there's a need to extend it beyond that time. The CEO mentioned the international games that are scheduled for Warner Park on June 8th. I would just want to reiterate that these matches would be spectatorless. Only match officials and players would be permitted in the stadium, and so we ask the public to refrain going to the stadium and climbing on the wall or the Carnival City roof be permitted, and other security personnel will be on hand to prevent this. In closing, I want to again make an appeal to everyone to follow the pharmaceutical and pharmaceutical measures that are intended and control this virus. Thank you.